All right, with Alma Jr., 141-pounder Brendan Ladd. Brendan, couple weeks into the season, you guys are just getting going here at Alma. You know, how has the preseason been going for you guys, and how do you feel individually?
Awesome. As a team, I think we're in a position right now. We're ahead of the game compared to where we've been in the past. You know, we are a newer program. We only started up 6-7 years ago, but where we are now, we're farther ahead than we've ever been, as far as where we are in the season wise. Personally, ever since last season ended, ever since I stepped off the mat in Cleveland last year, I've been really hungry, and so the second I stepped off the mat, stepped back in the weight room, back on the mat, and I don't think I've ever put more work in the off season than this off season, and I have no doubt that I'm ready.
Yeah, let's talk about the NCAA Tournament last year. You were third at the region, and had a pigtail match to get into the bracket. Ended up getting all the way to the semis. What kind of went into that run, do you think? And did you envision yourself making the semis or further than that heading in?
Heading in, the way me and Coach really looked at it was, 141 is probably one of the most competitive weight classes, right, through all divisions. It's just there's so many guys at that weight. Anybody can go to that tournament, and anybody can walk out on top. And we knew that any one of those 16 guys, 18 guys, no matter what number it said, seat in front of them, didn't matter. Anybody could have taken that bracket home. So I wasn't worried about my seed or having a rat tail match, because I knew I had just as good odds as anybody to come home on top.
Coming back in the room this year, obviously being an All-American, an upperclassman, have you just naturally kind of taken over the leadership role? You led the warm-up, you were pushing the guys in the conditioning. Was that where you were last year, or is that a new role for you?
It was a little bit different coming in since freshman year. I have been one of the top, technique-wise, one of the best wrestlers in the room, but I haven't always had that age
maturity
figure as a captain. So it's been hard for some guys to kind of look up to me. But last year I was definitely a guy to look up to, and I always planned to be a guy to look up to. So coming in this year, we got Cooper, who's also, it's different because I was probably the best guy in the room. Now me and Cooper are fighting with each other, make each other better, and there's somebody else there to look up to besides myself. So I got to kind of step back a little bit, but.
Yeah, talk about that, because you guys were going pretty good today. Live goes, from what I saw anyways. You were kind of bouncing ideas back and forth in technique. Has that been, a great partnership, here early in the year?
Awesome. To be here in this program, I had everything I needed, strength-wise, technique-wise, width-wise, and the one thing that we've really been looking for is just a training partner to just push me as hard as I possibly can be pushed, because that's what makes us better, right? So it's just really nice to have Cooper. So don't really have to worry about that.
What's the goal this year? Is it move up the podium? Is it be on top of the podium? What would be the satisfying end result?
So I'm always thinking about my goals, and I've been thinking about this season since I stepped off the mat last season. But as I was thinking about what kind of goals I want to set for myself this season, and looking back at last season, I only had a couple losses, and some of them I knew I shouldn't have. But really, I think as a goal, I can't really hold myself to any lower standard than not losing a match, because the ultimate goal is to be undefeated. So that's what I want to do.
Awesome. Well, we wish you luck, and we appreciate you sitting down with us, giving us a couple minutes today.
Thank you.